it's Sherrelle from Crafty Girl Down South. And if you would like to know how I prepared and made these spooky Halloween treats and snacks, please stay tuned because you're in for a spooktacular treat. Hey everyone, it's Sherrelle from Crafty Girl Down South. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys our Halloween Fantastic Feast collaboration. Now this collaboration is hosted by Elle at DIY from House to Home. Be sure to go by and check out her channel. She does DIYs, she does projects, as well as tons of Dollar Tree transformations. She also has a cooking channel, so you will find lots of fun content if you check out her channel. Now, for our fantastic feast, I'm going to be preparing several spooktacular dishes. The first dish that I'm going to create are my witch finger cookies. And then we're going to have our Butcher Special Rice Krispie treats, followed by some Halloween cupcakes. And then finally, our spooky meatball display. So I hope you guys gather some inspiration from these snacks and treats, these recipe ideas. I hope you can kind of gather some inspiration from it. And then please be sure to check out the other ladies' videos in the playlist. I'm pretty sure they're going to be bringing you some great inspiration for some dishes that you may want to incorporate for your Halloween parties, or even just some dishes that you may want to create this weekend for your own home. So let's get into this video. Okay everyone, we're going to start with the easiest item first, which is our Halloween cupcakes. And the only thing that you will need is a box of cake mix, and I'm just using the basic yellow cake mix. And then I'm going to be doubling my recipe because I want to make several different cupcakes. I have a mixing bowl here, just a handheld mixer. You don't need your heavy duty kitchen aid for this particular snack. You're going to need a cake decorating kit from Dollar Tree. And then I'm also going to be using several of containers of white icing, and you can use whatever icing you choose to use. I'm also going to be using one chocolate thing of icing as well. And the reason I'm using some white icing is because I have some food coloring, and I will be mixing up some green food coloring to my icing, as well as black and orange, which are our signature Halloween colors. I also have a decorating kit. These are like the spooky hands, and I'm going to be putting them in my cupcakes with the chocolate icing to resemble hands coming up out of the ground. And then I also ordered several different cupcake toppers from Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead on and mix up my cake mix, spray my cupcake pan, and then go ahead on and put my cupcakes in the oven. Okay guys, so I've icing the cupcakes. So here are some of my icing bags. And then in order to get, I was going for a green color, but it was too light. It was like an apple green. So I added a little royal blue to kind of get the color I wanted. Then here I added some black to the white, and it kind of gave me a gray color. I didn't want to just use my whole bottle of food coloring, so that was good enough. And then I used the sunset orange to get that color. And here is the finished product of the cupcakes. I used my little hand kit from Walmart. These little things here came in a kit from Amazon. And then those eyes just came in a regular set of the eyes from Walmart. That's a set of the little craft eyes.
Oh.
Here's some more. And I think they really came out cute. And then here's the other set right here. Now these are the eyes that I used. And then this was the little kit from Walmart with the hands. And then I had a couple of more of the little cutout Halloween things that I put on the cupcakes from Amazon. Okay, everyone, we're going to go ahead on and get started with our second dessert. And this dessert is our Butcher Specialty Rice Krispie Treats. So what you will need is 4 to 4.5 cups of Rice Krispies. You're going to need 2 cups of the small marshmallows, 1/4 of a tablespoon of butter. You're gonna need 1/2 cup of the red velvet cake mix, and I'm just using the Duncan Hines red velvet cake mix. You're going to need pure vanilla extract and also some red food coloring. And guys, this recipe came from the Homicidal Housewife, and then the labels that you're going to see me use also came from the Homicidal Housewife, and I will be linking that website in the description below. And she has lots of good spooky recipes on her website, so you may want to go and check it out. Okay guys, I just started out by melting the butter. Then I added in the marshmallows, and I continued to stir the marshmallows and the butter until everything melted. Then I added in my pure vanilla extract. Then I added in my red food coloring. And you just add as many drops as you want to get it the color that you want it. And then after that, I added in the 1/2 cup of red velvet cake mix, and I just continued to stir it until everything was the consistency and everything was dissolved well. And then once you do that part, you're going to gradually start stirring in your Rice Krispie treats. Rice Krispie mixture ready. I have laid it on top of some parchment paper, and now I'm getting ready to mold it in the shape of a brain. And then once I get finished with that, I'm going to package it up in meat packaging and then add my label on it. Now I'm also going to spray my hands with vegetable oil because it makes it easier to handle because it's pretty sticky. Okay guys, these are the finished products. They're pretty much my attempt at making a brain. So I took some to-go containers like these. My husband always, in his spare time, he barbecues and sells plates. So we have plenty of those. So I'm going to place the brain in there. And I'm going to package it, and then I'm going to put some saran wrap on it, and then I'm going to apply these meat labels, and they're from the Homicidal Homemaker again. You can check out her website. So it's ground chuck. Don't wear it. He deserved it. Grill for best results. And okay, guys, this is the finished product. And I'm going to go ahead on and package up the other three. So we're getting ready to wrap up our final dessert, and the only thing that we'll have to do is our spooky meatball entree. So we're going to make the spooky witch finger cookies. So the ingredients that we will use is all-purpose flour, pure almond extract, pure vanilla extract, baking powder, 1 egg, and powdered sugar. And then you're going to need some green food coloring, and then you can use some red icing or anything that you would like to use, because the witch fingers are going to have like a little red tint around them. So anything that you would like to use for that element. So we're going to start out in this large mixing bowl. Okay, so we added in 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks, and that had to be softened, 1 egg, 1 cup of powdered sugar, a half a teaspoon of vanilla, and you're gonna need 1.5 teaspoons of almond extract. Extract. Now I'm going to add in a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3 cups of flour. Okay, guys, so everything is mixed. I'm going to get the rest of the dough off the beaters, and then I'm going to go ahead on and add my green food coloring and mix everything together. Okay, guys, so I've added the food coloring, and I'm going to cover this with some saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator for 20 minutes, and then I can start forming my witch fingers. Guys, so I've already chilled my cookie dough in the refrigerator for 20 minutes, and now I'm going to go ahead on and start molding it into the shape of some fingers. I'm probably not going to do all this because it's gotten late, so I'm just going to do a couple just for my display, and then let Alden mold and decorate the rest sometime this weekend. So it says do some balls about 1 1/4 inches. Okay, so these are the balls, and now I'm getting ready to mold them into witch fingers. Okay, guys, so I'm finished molding these witch fingers, and I'm getting ready to transfer them to my cookie sheet, and I already have it lined with parchment paper. So I'm going to bake these in the oven at 325 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. And okay, guys, I'm going to create some fingernail polish, some red fingernail polish on the witch's fingers. And I just got this cookie icing from Walmart. And this is how they look. I'm going to go ahead on and finish all of the polish, and then I'm going to go ahead on and lay them on the platter. So, okay, guys, so this is my finished product with my witch's fingers. So now we only have one more recipe to finish, and that's going to be my spooky meatball display. Okay, so I have covered the mannequin head or wig head or whatever you want to call it with saran wrap. Now I'm going to stick the eyeballs back in. Then I'll go ahead on and start arranging the meatballs around it. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead on and add the meatballs to my crock pot. I just have some Homestyle meatballs, and I also have the Italian style meatballs. And then I'm going to add some sweet honey barbecue sauce and also some brown sugar. And then I'm going to let them cook a couple hours in the crock pot, let them cool off, and then I'm going to apply them to the wig head. And I normally also add, once I pour in the barbecue sauce, I add in a little water from the empty barbecue sauce bottle, and I kind of pour a little of that in as well. Okay, so I added the barbecue sauce. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of water in the empty bottle, pour it in there, and then I'll add the brown sugar. Guys, I added the brown sugar, and I don't measure. I'm always pretty generous with it. This is a dish that I make at work quite a bit when we have different special activities, and they always like for me to make it. So I'm going to put the top on it, and then I'm going to go ahead on and turn it on. And I think I'm going to start it out on low because I'm getting ready to head to work, and then I'll come back in a couple hours, and then I'll just stir it. Okay guys, this is how the meatballs look once they're done, and I'm actually going on and putting them on the wig head. Okay guys, and this is the finished product. He has on his little cape at the back, and I think it turned out good. I used 2 bags of meatballs, and I just cut them into slices to kind of fill in the gaps, and I still didn't have enough to do the back, which is why I just kind of used that black drape back there. So if you want to do something similar, you may need to get about 3 bags of meatballs. Gathered tons of inspiration from it. If you're not already a current subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel, Crafty Girl Down South. Please give this video a huge thumbs up and leave me a comment in the comment section below. And I hope you guys have a very spooktacular Halloween. And I also hope you guys decide to incorporate some of these fun Halloween ideas and snacks into your weekend. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.